I love country music and I love bluegrass music.
And I love blues, jazz, lots of other things.
But there's a bunch of performers who are incredibly talented and make amazing songs that actually fall between the cracks of those genres. And in the States, it's called Americana. This week is actually the Americana Music Festival here in Nashville, Tennessee.
And in true Aussie fashion, the Aussies have come in to take over Nashville, which is fantastic. And they're going to take the stage at the Americana Sounds Australia Showcase. All right, here we have legendary Dobe Newton from the Bushwhackers. He's organised this whole event for Sounds Australia. Tell us what it's about.
How long have we got? Hello, everybody.
About 5 minutes.
Right, okay, fine. Came here 4 years ago to play with the Bushwhackers and went to the Americana Festival and thought, how good is this? Started talking to the AMA and to the folks in Australia. And Sounds Australia is a government industry body which is tasked with presenting Australian artists at major international festivals.
So you work for the government, basically, finally, after all these years.
Yes.
So what
on the government teat, as they say.
This is not your first time to Nashville. You've been here before, but this is the first time you've really dived into a lot of co-writing and sort of embraced Nashville fully, is that right?
Yeah, definitely. I come here in 2004 as part of it. I won the youth section of the Nashville Song Search. This time around, just been hanging out, getting some co-writes done, and as well as getting to know the locals as well, and some of the hot spots of the city.
I can tell you some locals that you shouldn't get to know. I can sort of point you in that direction if you like.
And it's amazing who you'll find on the streets of Nashville these days. And I've come across the awesome Mr. Troy Cassar-Daley. How are you?
I'm great, Jay. Just really glad to be back in town. And yesterday, I wouldn't have even been able to string a sentence together. I was that jet lagged. And I think it's old age, but I was gonskis. Just nothing left.
Gonskis.
But today, much better.
Now, and you're doing an album. We're going to talk to you later on about all that stuff, but how exciting is that?
Look, it's been very exciting. When you have to cull 30-odd songs down to 15, it's very exciting. But my wife reckons it's like kicking kids out of a car when you've got to get down to 15. So when I get to record these 15, they're going to have to be worth it, and hopefully they'll deserve a Guernsey.
We're talking to Fleur and Simon from the McMenamins, who are over here for the Americana Music Festival, but they're also over here to do a tour. You've been touring the States now for about 2 or 3 weeks, is that right?
That's right, yeah. We're just finishing off in Nashville. We've been to Texas for a week and the Northwest, Oregon, for a week, and we're ending up in Nashville.
Excellent. It's a good place to end up.
This is our first time in Nashville, and to get to go to the Grand Ole Opry last night and see that award show with some of our favourite acts and favourite instrumentalists,
right.
Jerry Douglas and Patty Griffin, and it was incredible.
Amazing. So lo and behold, who do we bump into but manager to Mr. Tommy Emmanuel and industry expert Gina Mandello. How are you, Gina?
I'm great. Industry expert on what?
On the industry.
Just about everything. And American country is different because of the French influence. That's what distinguishes them. So roots music, when you go back to American roots and Australian roots, it's the same stuff.
I've been wanting to come to the Americana Festival for a while now, so it's really great to be able to come here and play at the festival. My new album Naked came out a couple months ago now, so I've just been on the road leading up to when I left to come here, out touring and doing all the songs up for people.
Sorry, I just want to know why you called it Naked. It's a very sexy title.
Well, actually, if you've seen the cover, you haven't seen the cover, but I'll tell you. The cover, I actually am naked on it.
People!
I love this music already. I love it. It's a long way from Tasmania to London to Nashville, but here she is, Ange Boxall. What's up?
Hi, yeah, it's a bit of a pilgrimage, bit of an Australian traveller.
You've been playing music now and just basically supporting yourself and being a recording artist for what, 10, 15 years all around the world?
Yeah, I have done. Yeah, I took off to explore Europe, 10 years ago, what I thought would be 6 months to a year, and it just kept rolling on. And since I was so close to the States, I just came across the pond, and I come across all the time and love it.
Here we have the fantastic Mr. Mark Moffatt, the best producer in the whole world. He's head of international for the Americana Music Association.
Right,
You've been running around all week. How's it been?
It's been pretty busy. It's been the biggest year ever for the AMA. Of course, the awards were televised this year.
Yeah.
So massive week for everybody. The biggest international attendance. We've got more Australians than ever, as you can tell today. It's so noisy.
the beautiful Miss Catherine Britt. She's returned to America. How does it feel to be back here?
Feels like jet lag so far, but look, I'm really happy to be back. I've been trying to catch up with all my mates in 2 weeks, which is a bit of a mission, but it's been wonderful. We've done a couple of great gigs, and being part of Americana Fest, there's so much great music on.
So there you have it, folks, but stay tuned next week for part 2 of the Aussie invasion of the Americana Music Festival.